I absolutely love this category. Here are the best throwbacks. Taking the classics and reinventing them. Sounds easy, but to pull it off with true style is harder than it looks. These finalists managed to pull it off.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. Well, winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Antetokounmpo.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Rashawn Holmes out there with Ibaka. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Holiday in at the point. And for the Kings, we've got Bogdan Bogdanovic. JaVale McGee is out there with Oubre. Then there's Lowry. And it's Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Dominating at the rim, something AD has always enjoyed.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Picked up by Davis. Pass to Holmes. Shoots over Oubre. 4 on the shot clock. Got it. Good job in the low post. Fantastic backcourts facing off tonight in this one, Smitty. Let me ask you, do you think this is a guard-centric league right now?
Kevin, it is. And no matter how tall you are and what position, pretty much 90% of the guys now can dribble, they can pass, they can shoot. We have guys that are 7-footers that we're calling guards. So I think right now this is a guard-oriented league.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Lowry inside the line. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bulls. He dishes it to Ibaka. And Holiday with the basket on the assist from Ibaka.
I mean, few guards absorb contact as well as Holiday. In fact, he often delivers as much punishment as he takes.
Now, here's Lowry. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Charlotte.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Holiday looking over the floor. LeVert with the wide open look. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Lowry kicks to Oubre. It's Bogdanovic on the wing. Dishes it to Davis. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Holmes. And the Kings check on 2 more.
That's the thing about AD. He makes you guard him on all 3 levels, this time from mid-range.
And he's a great scorer. But Anthony Davis's defensive impact, Smitty, perhaps even greater. Do you think he has a chance to ever win Defensive Player of the Year?
Without a question, Kevin. On a team with more weapons, he can focus on the defensive end more. We saw that with Kevin Garnett, who won his Defensive Player of the Year award his first season in Boston.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Both shots good from the stripe. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. LeVert against Bogdanovic. Here's Giannis. Here's Holmes. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Now here is McGee. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
And his shot blocking almost single-handedly changed the game. No one wanted to put up a shot with him lurking.
Now here is Holiday, following the miss by Anthony Davis. From deep, Giannis. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Holiday against Lowry. Just 5 to shoot. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Bogdanovich finds McGee. He's clobbered. He'll get 3 shots at the line.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
For Sacramento, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he nails the 3rd. There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Giannis with it from deep 3-point range, and so the first quarter is in the books. Kings lead by 5. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And for the Kings guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Some people might feel they got some hometown calls, but when your team is pushing the action, you often get the benefit of the doubt.
They've got Lowry. JaVale McGee is out there with Davis. Then there's Oubre, and it's Bogdanovich in a 2-guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Here's Holiday, following the basket by JaVale McGee. A floater, and Davis sends it back.
What a play by Anthony Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nope, not on my watch.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
You know, perimeter scoring more important than ever. However, Anthony Davis, an elite scorer who still gets it done inside.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now, here's Lowry. He has 5. And he can extend the lead to double digits. And you look at the top scorers in the league, not too many players 6'11" or taller.
Anthony Davis, the Greek Freak, and Karl Anthony Towns, the common thread. They can score facing the basket. All 3 franchise players.
Even when plays, Steve, aren't being run for them, certain guys always get a lot of their points on tip-ins and putbacks. They're always right there. Who catches your eye in that category?
Andre Drummond, for sure, Kevin. He's phenomenal on the offensive glass. Rudy Gobert, Al Horford, he gets those timely tip-ins.
He does, you're right.
And look at another guy is Whiteside. When he's engaged, he can. Marvin Bagley is a newer name, and he's fantastic at that as well.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, "A Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole." Kevin, that's what made him. From Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. And it's the Kings with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2. Bogdanovich passes to Davis. And the rejection by Holmes.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's LeVert. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First trip to the line for him here. That one is no good. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Kings. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
They came in focused and ready to play, and despite facing little resistance, they never pulled back.
He kicks it to Lowry. Back to Davis. outside Bogdanovich. Over Giannis. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's LeVert. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists in the game. Lowry up top, guarded by Holiday. Lowry dishes to Davis.
One of the most productive all-around players in the game. AD has already accomplished a lot individually. Next, winning.
This is his first free throw of the game, so he gets them both.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
From deep. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter suit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to... And that'll...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. The Kings leading. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Bulls. Baca is out there with Holmes. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Giannis in at the 3-set.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Now LeVert. He has 5. Now the pass to Holmes. Clock at 6. Over Bogdanovich. Misses off the right eye. Holmes gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Oubre kicks to Lowry. Pass to Davis. And they double up Davis. And Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Right side Davis. Outside Bogdanovich. They get it again. McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
Here's Holiday. The Kings getting the bucket. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Loads it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
You won't find a much better alley-oop partner. AD flying to the rim.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Ibaka finds Antetokounmpo. Trying to get open as Ibaka. Holmes, good.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Now here's Oubre. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Basket, good. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Holiday against Lowry. Here's Giannis. It's hauled in by the Kings. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Davis, and finished off by Anthony Davis.
Oh my. See, you can't do that without great athleticism, and that's one thing AD brings to the party.
Here's Giannis, and he's back in business as a jumper finally drops for him. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points. Lowry looking around. Good on the triple. And the Kings lead by 8.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
Antetokounmpo passes to LeVert. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Good work there as it goes. 10 points for him.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Oubre outside. McGee finds Davis. Shoots over Holmes. Offensive rebound. Lowry from outside. The shot, no good. Bulls have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Holmes throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Lowry against Holiday. Outside Lowry. He feeds it to Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
It's not just the size of AD, it's the quickness. Allows him to beat defenders in traffic, forcing fouls.
And both free throws good for Davis.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Sacramento Kings with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Oubre out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Lowry in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Here's LeVert. Oubre with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Offensive rebound. And the rejection by Holmes. They retain possession. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Antetokounmpo looking it over. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Davis. And now the Kings fast break. Loads it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
The advanced skill set of AD. When he gets to feeling good, he's a really hard guy to stop.
Davis against Antetokounmpo. Here's Holmes, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Here's Davis. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Antetokounmpo's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's LeVert on the money from 12 feet away.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
Now, here's Lowry. Here's Davis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Why does the pump fake work? Because of AD's height and ability to elevate. The defender knows he has to close hard to have a chance.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. A minute 50 left to play here in the fourth. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Anthony Davis.
Yeah, more than half of their scoring has been through him. It hadn't been selfish either. That's the way they mapped this thing out. And they knew what a tough matchup he'd be for their D, so they just decided to ride it.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last time out. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys, we'll see if they can get it done.
Good job. Want to keep fueling that lead. Make your free throws.
Here's Holiday, and Davis sends it back. Taken away by Holiday. Pass to Holmes. And Davis pulls it down.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Oubre against Antetokounmpo. Here's Bogdanovich. True on the 14-footer. Bogdanovich has got his first basket.
Easy look from mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
Giannis kicks to Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. They get it back. Holmes. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. And Lowry gets double teamed. And here are the Bulls now. 6-point game. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. 29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. LeVert from outside. Sacramento grabs the miss. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Young from deep 3-point range, and Davis pulls it down. So it's Sacramento picking up the win. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.